Good day, everybody. Welcome to today's video. Today's video on the LS swap project, my 2003 Jeep TJ. I'm going to be working on installing the transmission lines. Alright, for the radiator, I'm going to use a 1/4-inch MPT to 6AN. Picked up 2 of those. And then for the transmission, you need a special fitting. As you can see right there, I believe it's just like a metric thread with an O-ring. So with this radiator, the passenger side is split, but this other side where the transmission cooler is not split. So I'm gonna run my hot from transmission to the bottom of the radiator and out from radiator to into transmission. Now for the radiator fittings, the MPT, I'm gonna use the Permatech thread sealant. I've always had good luck with it, and don't be shy with it. Be liberal. Really coat it up, because when you stick it in and it sets up, you shouldn't have any leaks at all. And if you've never used an MPT thread before, it is a tapered fit, so it's going to get tighter as you tighten it up, but don't get too crazy. Now on the side of the 4L60, the bottom one is out to radiator, and then I'm going to go from top of radiator to the top of the transmission. That's how it's going to go. So on the Jeep TJ, it was a little tight getting them out, but you can save these fittings if you want, reuse them for something else. Now, I used the dope on these threads too, just to be safe. I don't want any leaks, and there they are installed. So I already pre-made this line with a 90 on it because I know I'm going to have a 90 fitting. So now I'm just going to run my transmission line, kind of size it up. I'm going to run it from the top of the engine down to the side of the transmission, around the brake booster to the radiator. And then I'm just going to size it up, figure out roughly where I need it, then I'm going to cut it off. So I just connected one line to the transmission, ran it out, marked it off roughly where I'm going to have to cut it, and then I'm just going to pull my line out and build the other end. The vise on my mill worked good, and it's always good to cut it with the tape on it because it doesn't get all frayed and unravel on you, because that's going to be very important when you put this other piece on. Because if your stainless part is all frayed out, it makes it real difficult to put that little piece on, and then it's always a reverse thread to tighten it right down. And I put that fitting into the vise, put my AN fitting in there, and tighten it in. It doesn't hurt to blow the line out either afterwards. And of course, once the hose is made, you go through the whole process of rerunning it, attaching it to your transmission, tightening it up, and then get ready to build the next hose, and then this project will be completed. Now don't get confused here. I'm installing an inline temperature sender. So I machined that a little while ago, so I've got a little short hose, and that little short hose is going to connect to the bottom of the radiator, and it's going to come up, and then my inline temperature sender is going to go and connect to it. And then I just have to measure and fit my next hose to the bottom of the transmission where I marked it up with tape. Now we can cut it. And of course, just got to throw some B-roll in here of feeding the transmission line down where I'm going to run it underneath everything, around everything, because that's pretty important when you got to figure out how long or the length of piece that you want to cut. Now that I fed it up, connect it to my sender, and then chop it. And for those who like seeing work being done, I am cutting the hose again. Now this line kit is by Evil Energy, and I'm pretty impressed with the quality. They got lots of parts, different fittings inside the box for you, so you shouldn't have a problem actually generating the lines you want. Now for the last time, I'm gonna weasel that line in and around everything, run it all the way down to the bottom, get everything set up. Connecting up to my transmission temperature sender. Looking good. So right now, just kind of fitting it up. Everything's just kind of loose. I still gotta tie it off yet, but I just want to see where everything's gonna fit. Everything start to look all right. Now this is where the struggle's real. It's pretty tight fit with the transmission housing. Got to get both of my little fat hands in there to tighten up that fitting, and then we're done with that. So just kind of look how I ran it. I ran it over top the engine and down because of the exhaust. I don't want to get it close to the exhaust to burn. This was actually the shortest route too because everything's pretty tight in there. So some people are probably going to ask, and yes, that transmission sender will have to get grounded. I also rubbered up the hose there so it can't rub. The yellow line is for the sending unit. I still got to drill and tap a ground. But anyways, that's how I have it set up for now. If you guys have any questions or comments, post them below. And I want to thank you guys for watching this video on running the transmission lines in my Jeep TJ.